Today is the day where we're supposed to honor our veterans. Salute. But that should be every day, through our actions and our deeds. If you're afraid to like someone's post because you're afraid of what somebody else might think about it, because it talks about freedom and liberty, you're not honoring the veterans at all. If you're willing to self-censor because of whatever reason, you're not honoring the veterans at all. It should be a daily thing in how you live your life, or their sacrifice was basically for nothing. The sad reality of it is that people have been brainwashed into hating their own country. People have been tricked into subverting the very system that gave them opportunities to be who they are. I don't know how many people know this. I don't know how many people would be willing to accept it. But Russia is more red, white, and blue than America is these days. Putin just came out and said that the woke culture, they've seen it all before. And they have seen it all before. And if you'll notice, ever since Russia got rid of the people who are subverting our country, if not the rest of the world at the moment, Russia became the enemy. So here's the deal. If someone came to your backyard and started moving in troops and equipment and bio-research labs and was encroaching closer and closer to your house, what would you do? Wouldn't you feel compelled to do something about it? Wouldn't you put out warnings years ago saying that if this continues, something's going to have to be done? And after a treaty was signed by both sides and then immediately broken by the West and the UN, wouldn't you be forced into a position where you would have to do exactly what you said you were going to do? I can't believe how brainwashed, how self-centered people have become with their views. Russia kicked out the very people who are promoting the woke ideology years ago. And because of it, they have now been labeled the enemy. Marxism and communism have never worked at any time in history and will never work in the future. And how it's possible that people have been convinced that it will is beyond my imagination. It's insane. Since when does being dictated how you will live your life and what you will think or are allowed to think supersede free will and the rights in our own Constitution for people to think and act within the law how they see fit? It's insane. And you can go along with the analogy that doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result is truly insanity. And that's Marxism and communism in a nutshell. So honor the fallen, not just one day, but every day, through your words, your actions, and deeds. Or you're basically spitting on their graves. In my opinion, we should all have to take an oath to serve and protect the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and defend the right daily for people to say and think what they want, and point and laugh when they're pulling ridiculous ideas out of their asses. The problem? Not nearly enough people are pointing and laughing, but we're working on it. Without the second, I can guarantee you we will lose the first.